Good evening, Phoenix, and welcome to the Hall of Dames. I got exactly one response there, so let's try that again. Good evening, Phoenix! You are here for roller derby action and a fantastic interleague bout. It is your Arizona Hotshots versus the San Diego Wildfires. We will be getting underway with safety checks and team intros here shortly. We just wanted to welcome you to the Hall of Dames, and we'll be getting underway here in just under 20 minutes.
We will be getting safety checks underway here shortly, but please keep in mind when in line for the bathroom that skaters take priority. Additional bathrooms are located outside, and for the safety of our skaters and yourself, please keep your body parts outside of the track. There is a yellow stripe on the floor around the perimeter of the track. Please make sure that you stay behind the yellow line at all times so that you don't get a skate to the face. No one likes that.
All right, Derby fans, we'd like to direct your attention to the video board up here by the merchandise booth. We'd like to show you a video of our most recent tryout session here at the Arizona Derby Dames and let you know a little bit about what the league is all about. All right, Phoenix. Are you ready? Let's try that one more time, and I'll ask again. Are you ready? Welcome to the Holidays, where we feature Arizona's only live bank track roller derby. It's the moment you've been waiting for this evening. I am your announcer, Old Greg.
And I'm Chingadora. Before we get started, a few fan rules. No whistling is allowed as it interrupts the game. Please stay behind the yellow tape on the floor. We do not want the fans to get hit, only the skaters. With that being said, let's get this show on the road. Now, taking the track, your Arizona Hotshots. Skating tonight for the Hot Shots, number 1, Ellie Mayhem. Number 3, Goldie Blocks. 1/3, Abby Arsenic. Number 34, Pretty Hurt Machine. 5/7, War Girl. Number 68, Juicy Kiltour. Number 623, Hollywood. Number 666, Witchy Woman. 772, Al Annihilation. 1012, Skeletina. Number 2187, Princess Leia. OMG, Killing May Smalls. Number 172, your co-captain for tonight, Pikachu. And your captain for tonight, number 1221, Pretty Please. Helping the team on their bench tonight are Carmen Oxide, bench coach, and Troy McClure, penalty manager.
And now taking the track, it is the San Diego Derby Dolls Wildfires. Skating for San Diego this evening, number 13, Mighty Ducky. Number 1287, BB Hate. Number 43, Janet Jacksomup. Number 45, Killer Groove. Number 394, Eleanor. Number 451, Tiger Lily. Number 805, Hetty Lascar. Number 1011, Rogue Rammer. Number 2000, Electric Piranha. Number 70, Tyranny. Number 360, Dolly Spartan. Number 1, Lightning the Queen. Number 11, your co-captain, Riled Up. And number 389, your captain, Stiletto.
And now, the team we couldn't compete without, our regulators. On behalf of the regulators, we welcome you to the Hall of Dames. Your head ref for this bout is Infidel Castro.
Game executioner, Freya Hugs.
Jam referee, Hoover Slam.
Jam referee, Meryl Streak.
Front pack referee, Mount Everett.
Backpack referee, Reverend Knuckleface.
Penalty tracker, Lollipop.
Penalty tracker assist, Obi-Wan Cannoli.
Penalty box admin, Daddy Mike.
Penalty box admin, Ref Boyardee.
On whiteboard tonight, Ivana Hitchu.
Eye in the sky, Professor McGonagall.
Eye in the sky, Racy Tracy.
And on scoreboard, Bender B. Rodriguez.
Show some love for your regulators. It may be the only love they get all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by our very own Chingadora.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? We've got about 25 seconds left to get started on this bout. Your San Diego Derby Dolls up against your Arizona Hotshots. Looks like we've got Princess Leia taking the jammer line for the first jam of this bout, your Arizona Hotshot.
And she'll be going up against Riled Up for San Diego, and we are underway.
Riled Up almost out of the pack, still behind a couple of Arizona's defense. Out comes Leia in turn 2 with Riled Up close behind her. Princess Leia approaching that pack for her first scoring pass, and she calls it.
So, first jam in the books. No score either side there. Princess Leia tried to get her hips in front of the skater before calling it off, but
looks like Arizona picked up a couple penalties during that last jam, so they're going to have 2 blockers sitting in the box. Arizona's going to be skating light.
it's
Pikachu on that jammer line for Arizona.
going up against BB Hate for San Diego. And
Pikachu trapped behind that strong San Diego defense, while BB Hate breaks out of that pack, coming around for her first scoring pass. Pikachu still not out of that pack. BB Hate able to skate on through on that inside and coming around for another scoring pass. Pikachu still in the pack. Pikachu out there on that, BB Hate, sorry, out there on that low. Pikachu finally able to break out of that pack.
BB Hate coming around now and is going to try to execute another scoring pass here, but goes ahead and calls off the jam as the defense for Arizona had put themselves in front of those San Diego skaters, who's going to make it difficult for her to get by and score any points.
Looks like Arizona picked up a couple of penalties. They're going to have 2 blockers sitting in the box, and San Diego has 1 blocker sitting in the box. So 3-on-2 in the box, with the advantage going to San Diego.
It's going to be Skeletina. Skeletina is going to be jamming for Arizona and going up against Stiletto, your co-captain for San Diego, and Stiletto right through that small pack and is out as your lead jammer.
Stiletto coming up for her first scoring pass and skates on through on that high side, untouched. Skeletina still trying to break out of that pack. Arizona trying to play offense for Skeletina as Stiletto comes around for another scoring pass. Looks like Stiletto is trying to secure that jammer point and then calls off that jam.
Another 9 points for San Diego, so they have jumped out to a 19-point lead here in the early going.
We've got Dolly Spartan taking that jammer line for San Diego. Up against Wargirl for Arizona. Wargirl running up on that high side, breaking out of that pack right out on the straightaway before turn 1. Coming around for our first scoring pass. Dolly Spartan trapped behind Arizona's defensive wall.
As the pack comes by us right in front of the announcer's booth here at the head of the front straightaway, a bunch of collisions there. Wargirl able to get by on a scoring pass. Dolly Spartan is out and clear for San Diego as well. And Wargirl calls off the jam before surrendering any points, but that will put some points on the board for Arizona.
It looks like Hollywood picked up a low block during that last jam. She's going to be sitting in the box for this next jam. Arizona's going to be down 1 blocker with Goldie Blocks taking the jammer line in the next jam. 4-on-3 in the box. San Diego getting that advantage. Riled up, jamming for San Diego, trying to break out there on that low. Ellie Mayhem says, I don't think so, and is able to guide her to the infield. Goldie Blocks still back behind that San Diego defense, riled up, able to break out of that pack there in turn 2. As she comes around for a scoring pass.
Riled up, able to sneak by along that rail on a scoring pass, and will be coming around for seconds. Goldie Blocks still trying to make her way through the pack for Arizona here. The pack has kind of ground to a halt here in the far turn. Riled up by on the inside on a scoring pass. Takes a look up at the clock. There's just about 5 seconds left in the jam. Riled Up's going to try to get a couple more points here before the clock expires. And Riled Up absorbs a big block from
Juicy.
Yeah, from Juicy Kultur
That was a great hit, taking her down. Though I'm not sure if anybody else is in the building with me because I don't hear any cheering. We've got Pretty Hair Machine on that jammer line for Arizona. 1287.
And that's going to be BB Hate for San Diego now. Neither jammer able to shake loose just yet as we move into the back straightaway. And it looks like we have executed a star pass, so taking over as jammer for San Diego is number 43, Janet jacks him up. And she is your lead jammer, out and clear. Runs into a solid wall of Arizona defense there, though. And with Pretty Hurt Machine coming on, Janet jacks him up, goes ahead and calls off the jam.
I didn't even see that helmet, that star pass. That was awesome. We've got Holly Hood taking that jammer line for Arizona.
And that's going to be Stiletto for San Diego.
With a full pack in that blocker box, we're just waiting on that whistle. There's the whistle. Stiletto able to break out there on that inside, running straight through and out before turn 1 with Hollywood half a track behind her.
Both jammers making it around the track in speedy fashion. Stiletto waving some instructions to her teammates now. Down to the inside, trying to get by that block of Arizona blocker.
Lead change.
We have a lead jammer change. Holly Hood gets on through the pack there while Stiletto was down on the infield and unable to call off the jam. Holly Hood takes over as lead jammer, picks up some points for Arizona and calls that thing off.
Great job to your hot shots. Doing a great job of controlling that speed in that last jam. Doing a little bit of an accordion there. We've got Ellie Mayhem taking the jammer line for Arizona. It's Dolly Spartan.
And going up against Dolly Spartan for San Diego. Which, if you recognize that name, we do have some of our Arizona skaters helping to fill out San Diego's roster this evening. So you're not seeing things. That is the one and same Dolly Spartan, who is now shaking loose and is the lead jammer for San Diego.
We've got a few skaters skating with San Diego tonight. We've got Tyranny and Dolly Spartan and Lightning the Queen.
Ellie Mayhem able to shake out of the pack. Was almost clear, took a tumble there, and those San Diego defenders pounced on it. Were able to get back in front of her before she got clear. Dolly Spartan got through and called the jam. And we've got That is going to be Skeletina for Arizona and Riled Up for San Diego.
Got a couple blockers sitting in the penalty box. Oh, and a jammer. So Arizona is going to be down a jammer. However, there is a challenge taking place, so we'll see what the refs decide. Meanwhile, if you have a chance to visit the Que Chévere truck outside for some yummy Venezuelan-inspired cuisine, they offer a variety of arepas and empanadas. Gluten-free options are available as well. Go ahead and check out that food truck outside.
And don't forget about inside here. Be sure to visit the Arizona Derby Dames snack bar to grab a cold beverage or snack. All proceeds go back to the league. Your support is greatly appreciated. We'd also like to let you know about one of our longtime sponsors here at the Arizona Derby Dames, Lost Dutchman Tattoo. They're a tattoo shop specializing in various styles from realism to traditional, and you can customize your own tattoo. Walk-ins are accepted. They are located at 4121 North 19th Avenue. That's the east side of 19th Avenue, just north of Indian School Road, Lost Dutchman Tattoo.
For the month of October, the Arizona Derby Dames are collaborating with Tempe Community Action Agency to collect donations for their laundry program. This charity effort fosters dignity and self-reliance for the economically vulnerable in our community. It will help seniors, adults, and families struggling to provide for their most basic needs and working to attain highest level of independence. TCAA serves more than 18,000 unduplicated seniors, adults, and children each year. If you have the opportunity to donate to them, we are collecting the donations as you enter any type of laundry items.
And it looks like the discussion with the regulators is over, so we will wait to find out what the official word is on that challenge. Once again, Arizona challenging the penalty call on their jammer there.
Will it or will it not be a power jam for San Diego? That is what we are waiting on. With a score of 39-8, your San Diego Derby Dolls in the lead. A little bit under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. San Diego with 39 points. Arizona Hotshots with 8 points. Good, how are you? And we have a couple of our Arizona Derby Dames and a minor assault walking around selling some raffle tickets. Go ahead and buy some raffle tickets. I think it's only 50-50. I don't want to say it because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
And the official word is that the challenge was, well, the penalty was upheld. Challenge not successful. So this is a power jam for San Diego. It's going to be Riled Up doing the honors.
That's the whistle to start the jam. Riled Up, almost out there on that inside, but ends up getting a hit from Abby Arsenic and goes down. Riled Up approaching the last two Arizona defensive blockers. She's out, swooping down on that low, maintaining her balance and going out of the pack, approaching for her first scoring pass.
Riled Up fighting her way through the pack there along the back straightaway. Got through that Arizona defense. Less than 30 seconds to go here in this power jam. Riled Up coming around for a second scoring pass now. Riled Up trying to cling to the inside of the track there and pushed off onto the infield. Trying to battle her way through those Arizona defenders. Now she's got some help there on the front end of the pack.
Witchy and Hurt Machine doing a great job of keeping her in.
And that's going to do it for the power jam, so we will wait and find out what the scoring was from there.
Looks like we've got a couple blockers that collected penalties during that last jam from San Diego.
Arizona with nobody in the penalty box, so Arizona has a two-skater advantage here.
Hollywood taking that jammer line for Arizona. Stiletto.
And that's going to be Stiletto. Oh, BB Hate for San Diego, not Stiletto. That's okay, I couldn't see her either. This jam is underway. Down to the inside, a San Diego blocker gets blocked into the infield, and Hollywood is your lead jammer for Arizona. There are blockers flying every which way here.
Hollywood coming up on her first scoring pass. BB Hayes still not able to break out of that pass. Hollywood breaking through and coming around for more.
And Stiletto able to sneak through on the inside and get clear of those last couple of Arizona blockers. Now the Arizona offense trying to go into effect here and get Hollywood through the pack. And Hollywood calls off the jam.
Hey, look at Hoover. Waiting to see that whiteboard to see what happened as far as what was called. Looks like we've got one of the San Diego blockers collecting 2 penalties during that last jam. Number 1, Lightning, collecting a failure to reform and above the shoulders. She'll be sitting in the penalty box. San Diego will be down 1 blocker.
But before we get to that, game executioner Freya Huggs steps up on the track. And we do have another challenge called. So Arizona calling a challenge again here on a penalty that was just called. So the regulators are going to get together and talk that one over in the back straightaway. Speaking of the regulators, we'd like to let you know about the mother of all chili cook-offs. That is coming up in November 17th, 6 to 9 p.m. It's going to be at O'Brien Sports Bar, which is at 7829 North 35th Avenue. And $10 to enter the cook-off. Winner gets $50 and a raffle all night long. That's all the benefit. The Arizona Derby Dames regulators, our referee crew. It's the mother of all chili cook-offs. Friday, November 17th.
I think so. Yeah, get it, girl. Be sure to visit the Arizona Derby Dames merch booth to get your favorite league and team merchandise. We have t-shirts, tank tops, hats, koozies, beach towels, and Christmas tree ornaments, as well as stickers and buttons of your favorite team. Go ahead and check them out over here underneath the big screen scoreboard, your Arizona Derby Dames merch booth.
Another one of our league sponsors, Third Space. Come join us at the Arizona Derby Dames official after-party location. It's Third Space. Cafe, bar, coffee, shops, music, ice cream, fried bologna sandwiches. It's also so good. They are located at 1028 Grand Avenue. That is the corner of 11th Avenue and Grand, right around the corner from the Hall of Dames. While you're at the after party, make sure to stop in at the Novel Ice Cream Shop to try their new ice cream flavor, Brutal Berry. It's inspired by AZDD's own Ladies in Pink, the Brutal Beauties. It's even better when served in their warm donut sandwich. That's the official after-party location, Third Space. Regulators still talking this one over in the back straight away, so we'll let you know about some more of our sponsors. It is Copper Star Coffee. They are a locally owned coffee shop and cafe providing hand-blended drinks and award-winning baked goods. That's on the southwest corner of 7th Avenue and Heatherbrae. That's just north of Indian School on 7th Avenue. It's Copper Star Coffee.
Talking about sponsors, we'd also like to give a shout out to Siphon Draw Apothecary Shop. All natural, non-toxic, handcrafted skincare products made by our very own Valle de los Muertos. Visit them at the Goldfield Ghost Town on the historic Highway 88.
Above and Beyond Palette Creations, they're repurposing palettes into art. They have created all of our signage here in the Hall of Dames. For information or to commission work, you can see Bobby Ross, the coach of the Schoolyard Scrappers, who's usually hanging around here. You can also find them on Facebook. That's Above and Beyond Palette Creations.
We would like to remind our fans that will be participating in the halftime show that you need to be ready to go into the infield right at halftime. We'll need to remind them again during the second quarter.
And if you're having fun watching this early season interleague bout, don't forget next Saturday right here, Saturday, October 13th, same time, 6 p.m., it is your Arizona Derby Dames Hot Shots versus the L.A. Los Angeles Riots coming into town for another early interleague game this year. So they'll be here in town next Saturday, October 13th. More fun interleague action. And then October 20th, it's our next regular season bout for the Arizona Derby Dames, and 4 of our league teams will be going up against each other that night. So we have bouts the next 2 weekends, a very busy October here at the Hall of Dames.
Looks like your hotshots were challenging points during that last jam, and they won that challenge. So we are actually upping the score to 16. They had collected 8 points during that last jam. We've got Pikachu taking that jammer line for Arizona.
And Pikachu is going up against Stiletto for San Diego.
Waiting on that whistle to start the jam.
Looks like one San Diego skater in the penalty box. No San Diego skaters in the penalty box. Nobody in the penalty box, in fact. There is a San Diego skater in the penalty box. Old Greg doesn't have such great eyesight. My apologies.
Goldie Box doing a great job of delivering a hit to the infield for that jammer. She was almost out, but Goldie did not let her through. We've got Pikachu out as your lead jammer for this jam, coming around for her first scoring pass.
Ellie Mayhem depositing Stiletto off onto the infield one more time. Pikachu now trying to find her way through the pack on her first scoring pass. And Stiletto able to shake past that last blocker with some help from one of her own blockers, and she's clear. Pikachu out of the pack as well, and calls off the jam.
Some really great, clean offensive hits happening from Arizona. They make it seem so easy. Looks like we've got a couple of blockers, though, that will be sitting in the penalty box during this last jam. Both Ellie Mayhem and Goldie Blocks picking up a low block and a directional, respectively. Arizona's going to be down 2 blockers.
Skeletina skating for Arizona. She's your jammer trying to go by on the outside. Meanwhile, Dolly Spartan for San Diego down to the inside, and Dolly Spartan is out and clears your lead jammer. Skeletina thought she had an opening, and instead she ate a shoulder there. Ended up on the infield, and she is not out of the pack yet.
Dolly Spartan coming up for her first scoring pass is able to skate through, and she's out. Coming around for more.
Skeletina still trying to find her way through the pack. Now San Diego holding up the pace of play. Dolly Spartan able to clear the pack on a scoring pass. Skeletina out as well, and now it's going to be a bit of a jammer race back to the pack here. Dolly Spartan picks up.
Dolly Spartan able to pick up that last point, scooting right there on that inside, and she calls the jam. Looks like Skeletina picked up an arms during that last jam. She's going to be sitting in the penalty box as a jammer, which gives San Diego a power jam.
So it's going to be riled up here for San Diego.
I'm the only one excited in the room? Oh, thank you. Thanks to the guy with the cool shirt. He's the real MVP.
We are underway here in this power jam, riled up into the pack. We do still have 4 Arizona blockers out there, so we do have a 2-blocker advantage for Arizona. Riled up, dumped off onto her back there. Holly Hood delivering a block, not letting Riled up through. Riled up now fighting her way up to the rail, trying to get her way through. Those Arizona blockers have formed a gold wall up in front of us there. Riled up now to the high side, and she's able to clear the pack, but 30 seconds are gone already in this power jam. Arizona on the defensive here.
Riled up coming up on some more Arizona defense after breaking out of that back wall. Arizona doing a great job of recycling to the front and reforming those walls.
So just 3 points there in the power jam, so pretty good defense by Arizona there on the penalty kill. And it looks like we've got BB Hate for San Diego.
Ellie Mayhem up for Arizona jamming. Got Holly Hood sitting in the penalty box. Arizona skating with blocker light 4-on-3 with San Diego the advantage. Ellie Mayhem breaking out of that pack there in turn 1.
Ellie Mayhem took a hard block from a San Diego blocker there, but bounced off that guardrail and kept on going. Meanwhile, BB Hate is out of the pack for San Diego as well to force the issue.
Ellie Mayhem calling out that jam before The San Diego Jammer had the opportunity to score any points during that jam. Picking up 4 points for her team, bringing us the score up to 25. Your Hot Shots 62, San Diego Derby Dolls.
We've got Pretty Hurt Machine setting up the jam for Arizona, and that's Stiletto for San Diego, and what will be the last jam of the first quarter.
Got 4 on 3. Looks like a San Diego blocker picked up a penalty. I didn't have a chance to see it, but Arizona having the advantage. Pretty Hurt Machine being able to run out of that pack there in turn 1, coming around for her first scoring pass.
Stiletto trying to make her way through the pack there, and that Arizona defense constantly recycling back in front of her, and she is held in pretty soundly. 3 wall of Arizona defenders in the front there as Pretty Hurt Machine down to the inside and gets through on a scoring pass and coming around for more. We're not even halfway through the jam yet.
Abby Arsenic delivering a hit to that infield. Stiletto almost out, but not quite. She changes roles and then decides to play defense up against that Arizona Jammer. Finally breaking out of that pack. Hurt Machine trying to break through one last time. She still has 15 seconds on the clock, and she calls it.
So that'll put some points on the board there for Arizona here as we step into the first quarter break. It is echoed by game executioner Freya Hugs there on the front straightaway. We have entered the quarter break, and 9 points for Arizona there to bring the game a little closer. Your score right now, San Diego 62, Arizona 34.
Is that a 45 or 4SAS? I can't tell. 45. 45. So 45, got an above the shoulders killer grip. What's the rep lat? 135 total.
Your 50-50 cash raffle this evening is at 135 total right now. Of course, half of that goes to the winner of the raffle at the end of the bout, and half of that goes to the minor assaults. So if you see those skaters coming on around with white tickets waving in the air, be sure to pick yourself up some of those 50-50 cash raffle tickets. You could win some cash, and even if you don't, you're donating money to the Minor Assaults, Arizona's minor skating team. Don't forget one more time, if you are participating in the halftime show, which will occur at halftime, don't forget that if you are participating in the halftime show, you need to be ready to enter the infield as soon as halftime starts. So be right there by those stairs that are by the bathroom and the merch booth, right there at the end of the back straightaway, just before the final turn. And you can see coming around the track, we've got some of our minor assaults with some swag. So if you'd like to get yourself some swag there, fans, raise your hands, hoot and holler and scream. They've got some merchandise to give away. There's a toss to a lucky fan in the front straightaway. Right off the hands, unfortunately. All right, Derby fans, we're ready to get back underway here with the second quarter. Just waiting for the official signal. Unzo, we will get underway here. Go ahead.
Princess Leia taking the jammer line for Arizona.
It's going to be Dolly Spartan for San Diego.
That's the whistle. Leia trying to get out on that low. Lightning the Queen not letting her through. Dolly Spartan taking a few hits and landing on that ground, getting back up, trying to go up against Arizona's defense. Sleia's out in turn 2.
Princess Leia getting some help from her pivot there, doing her job on the front end of the pack. Pack now making the way into the far turn. Here comes Princess Leia. Princess Leia in a bit of a collision there. One of her teammates trying to throw a block. Dolly Spartan still trying to fight her way through the pack and bumped off to the infield. Looked like that was Holly Hood with the block there on Dolly Spartan.
Princess Leia trying to break out and collect some of those points. Able to get past it on that high side, but receives another hit from another San Diego blocker. San Diego blockers doing a great job of recycling right in front of that jammer, not letting her out for more.
And we've got 5 points for Arizona there. Now stepping up to the jammer line, it's going to be riled up for San Diego. And Goldie blocks for Arizona, but we're going to have, okay, all right. It's going to be a power jam for Arizona. Let me say that one more time. Let's get the crowd into this one. For the first time tonight, it's going to be a power jam for Arizona. It's Goldie blocks out there. Going to be doing the work here for Arizona, trying to cut into that San Diego lead early in the second quarter.
Goldie trying to break out of that pack to start collecting some points. San Diego doing a great job of just recycling right in front of her, creating those walls 2 at a time. Goldie still in that pack. We are past turn 2. She is still not out of that pack for this first power jam for Arizona.
San Diego defense is playing stout there in the back straightaway. Riled up who was going to jam. Now out there keying that defense.
Ellie Mayhem trying to play some offense for her jammer. Goldie's still not out of the pack. They've come around at one entire lap.
And that is going to do it for the power jam. So excellent defense there by San Diego on the penalty kill.
Looks like Eleanor picked up a directional block during that last jam. She's going to be sitting in the box. San Diego will have 3 blockers, Arizona 4. Both teams fielding jammers. 4-on-3 with Arizona having the advantage.
It's going to be Pretty Please, your captain this evening for Arizona, going up against Janet Jackson up for San Diego. And Pretty Please right through the pack and able to get clear. And is your lead jammer for the Hotshots.
Pretty Please coming up for her first scoring pass.
And the pack reunites there in the back straightaway. Pretty Please trying to weave her way through that San Diego defense. Now gets some help from one of her blockers. That pivot up there in the front end, bowled over a San Diego blocker. And Pretty Please is out and clear.
Oh, we've got Hetty the Scar delivering a pretty gnarly hit to Pretty Please, taking her all the way up to that rail. Pretty trying to break out of that pack some more, collecting some more points for Arizona.
San Diego jammer is currently not wearing a star, so not sure who's got the honors right now, but that's going to do it for the jam. So that's going to be a good one for Arizona. Let's wait for the official tally here.
Some pretty heavy hitting going on. Looks like San Diego picked up a bunch of penalties. Electric Piranha picking up and above the shoulders, and Hetty Lascar picking up a few penalties during that jam.
And the regulators actually said, let's take a second and go over those penalties and make sure we got all of our I's crossed and our T's dotted. So that's an official timeout. So we'll step aside from the action here very briefly. Score check, 11:04 to go in the second quarter. San Diego 62, Arizona 48.
Arizona slowly creeping on up with their points. San Diego unable to score the last, I'm not sure, since the beginning of this quarter.
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah, I was like, where'd that go? So we'd like to let you know about another one of our fundraisers coming up. We've got some exciting news to share. Our very own Doomsday Valkyries are putting on a fundraiser this month on October 27th. The Bar Crawl to Valhalla event will take place at 4 local bars downtown. Raffle prizes, scavenger hunt, drink specials, and a costume contest, all with your favorite post-apocalyptic derby girls. The Doomsday Valkyries host the Bar Crawl to Valhalla. Tickets on sale now on brownpapertickets.com, or check out their Facebook event. Look for Bar Crawl to Valhalla for more information.
It's a phrase in Venezuelan that means like that's cool.
Yeah.
Like how cool.
Venezuelan Spanish.
Venezuelan Spanish.
So if you have a goat cheese food truck, that sounds interesting.
Goat cheese?
Yeah, Keshev.
Oh yeah.
All right, we could let you know about one of our other sponsors, Plague Fitness. They are providing those infected by fitness, roller derby, and healthy living with clothing for that contagious lifestyle. Visit their website at Plague Fitness, plagued with a D, plaguedfitness.com. It looks like the timeout is over and we've got everything squared away, so we will wait.
She said, I'm trying.
And we'll get back to the action. It's going to be Hollywood for Arizona going up against Stiletto for San Diego.
4 on 2 in that blocker box. Arizona the advantage. San Diego's down 2 blockers during this jam. That's the whistle for the jam. Stiletto trying to go low, unable to break out past Al Annihilator.
Al Annihilator throwing that great block, knocking their jammer down to the infield. Hollywood with a cheer from the crowd is out and clear as your jammer for Arizona. Stiletto still getting knocked around there towards the back of the pack. Meanwhile, Hollywood, one of the fastest skaters you're ever going to see on this track, and Hollywood is making tracks around there. 30 seconds to go in the jam.
I see the San Diego jammer holding the star in her hand, trying to do a star pass, but was unable to. Ellie Mayhem delivering another clean hit on that jammer, taking her to the infield. Hollywood sliding right on through that pack, collecting her points.
Hollywood parting the pack there like the Red Sea, my goodness. Now to the outside, Hollywood around the pack again on a scoring pass. Not willing to surrender anything, and is going to try to come around here for a couple more points, and is just going to run out of time. Needed a couple more seconds to get through.
Great job done by Hollywood. Collecting 15 points for your hot shots.
And don't look now, but that puts Arizona in the lead for the first time this evening. We have flipped the scoreboard, and right now your score, Arizona 63, San Diego 62. Arizona's scored all the points so far here in this second quarter.
Each team is going to be rendering...
There are going to be a lot of blockers in the penalty box. It looks like Arizona's got 3 blockers, San Diego has 2. And around and clear is your lead jammer for Arizona. That is Pikachu. Yes, that is Pikachu, and she is out and clear for Arizona. San Diego skating an extra skater down here. Dolly Spartan trying to find her way by and is routed down to the infield.
Juicy Kill Tour doing a great job of driving that jammer down to the infield. Pikachu's breaking out on that low. Some great offense by Juicy. And Dolly Spartan is out. Pikachu coming around the track for some more points.
Pikachu's got about a third of a track advantage now on Dolly Spartan. Pikachu going to try to pick up some more points, so San Diego skaters trying to play keep away. And Pikachu gets by, riled up there, picks up that point plus the 2 penalty points.
Juicy picking up a penalty during that last jam, so it looks like the Hotshots are going to be sending 3 blockers up to the box. 4 on 3 with San Diego the advantage.
And we've got number 40, that is Tiger Lily, jamming for San Diego for the first time this evening. And the Arizona blocker has disappeared into the pack, but she is out and clear. It's Pretty Hurt Machine, the other Pretty on the Hotshots. And she is out as well, so Pretty Hurt Machine, your lead jammer. Tiger Lily now able to shake loose in the back straightaway for San Diego.
Pretty Hurt Machine getting a hit from San Diego, sending her to the infield, tries to get back on, picking up more points. As the other jammer approaches, she calls it. We've got Ducky picking up a stop penalty during that last jam. San Diego will only be able to send 3 blockers during this next set. 4-on-3, Arizona the advantage. We've got Princess Leia on the jammer line for Arizona.
And it's going to be Janet Jackson up for San Diego.
There's the whistle for the jam. Princess Leia trying to run out on that low. Princess Leia breaking out on that pack in turn 2. San Diego jammer behind Arizona's defense.
Janet Jackson up doing battle with the front end of Arizona's defense there. And Janet Jackson up able to get on through the pack and
Princess
is clear.
Leia able to sneak past Lightning the Queen there on that low. We've got Juicy Couture taking that jammer line for Arizona.
And for San Diego will be super sub Dolly Spartan.
4-on-4 in the box. Hasn't happened in a while. Juicy Couture runs right out of that pack. Dolly Spartan half a track behind her.
Juicy Couture able to dodge that first blocker for San Diego. Runs into some defense at the front end there. And ends up getting bowled over and kind of rolls down to the infield after calling off the jam. 4 more points for Arizona. Arizona now up 83-62. And it's a team timeout for San Diego. So they're going to take a second here, see if they can break this momentum. Arizona has scored all the points here in the second quarter. San Diego entered this quarter with about a 20 to 30 point lead, I think. And Arizona's really flipped the script here going into the second quarter. So we'll take a second to let you know about some of our sponsors. First of all, of course, we got 6 minutes to halftime. If you are looking for some halftime food, don't forget about K Chevrolet AZ. It's their truck outside for some yummy Venezuelan-inspired cuisine. They offer a variety of arepas and empanadas. Gluten-free options are available as well. It's K Chevrolet outside for your delicious halftime food.
We want to give a shout out to one of our league sponsors, Plagued Fitness, providing those infected by fitness, roller derby, and healthy living with clothing for that contagious lifestyle. Visit their website at plaguedfitness.com.
Another of our league sponsors is Nutrition One's school lunch program. Food is the energy that growing children need. They're providing healthy, great tasting, and freshly prepared whole foods to local schools valley-wide. Nutrition One works closely with the Department of Education and the USDA to make sure our children are getting what they need daily. To stay focused and get the best out of their school lunch, it's Nutrition One, a school lunch program.
We've got War Girl taking the jammer line for Arizona up against Riled Up from San Diego.
And War Girl able to blast her way through, and War Girl is out and clears the lead jammer for Arizona. Riled Up able to dispense with that last blocker of Arizona, and she is clear as well as War Girl is approaching the pack. War Girl takes a solid block and ends up in the infield. San Diego blocker there didn't get the number, but delivered a heck of a block to War Girl, so War Girl calls it off. So setting up now, it looks like San Diego is going to have a power jam. We did have a penalty called on War Girl there in that last jam, so San Diego with a power jam. It's going to be Janet Jackson up. Arizona put a couple more points on the board there. San Diego still looking for their first points here in the second quarter. This could be a great opportunity on the power jam. Janet Jackson up is trying to fight through that front wall of defense of Arizona. Now gets some help from her teammates as they make their way down the back straightaway and approaching the far turn.
Arizona doing a great job of recycling in front of that jammer despite the offense that San Diego is playing. There's another strong wall from Arizona. That San Diego jammer is not out of the pack yet.
20 seconds to go here in the power jam. The pack making their way down the back straightaway again, and that front wall of Arizona there. An impenetrable fortress of gold in front of the pack.
Pretty Hurt Machine delivering a hit to that jammer, taking her to the infield. Arizona resetting their wall in the front. Having to let her go. Oh, Time's up.
That's going to do it for the jam. So Arizona returns the favor and dishes up a 0-point power jam to San Diego. We've seen some good we've seen some good defense on the power jams here in the second quarter, no doubt about it.
From both teams, we're seeing some very strong defense. There is no doubt, I'm going to use that word again, that this is an A-level skating
Absolutely.
bout.
And we've got Tiger Lily for San Diego, and that is Ellie Mayhem for Arizona. Tiger Lily up to the outside, and she is out and clear as your lead jammer for the San Diego Wildfires.
Ellie Mayhem breaking out of that pack, also half a track behind her.
So Tiger Lily zips on by, calls off the jam. That'll put some points on the board for San Diego here with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go until halftime. The carousel of jammers continues. It's going to be Witchy Woman jamming for Arizona now. Looks like Arizona's really trying to get a lot of the jammers out there to get some experience into them in this early season interleague game.
San Diego's going to be down one blocker. Killer Groove picking up in arms during that last jam. Arizona having 4 blockers, 4-on-3. Arizona the advantage.
And it looks like Dolly Spartan will be jamming here for San Diego. Hard fought battle here. Dolly Spartan to the front of the pack, and Dolly Spartan able to get on through, and she's your lead jammer for San Diego. Excuse me. Dolly Spartan, your lead jammer for San Diego. Witchy Woman out as well, about a quarter of a track behind her.
Dolly Spartan coming up on her first scoring pass. Witchy Woman approaching 2. Dolly Spartan picking up 1 point for San Diego. That's the first time San Diego scored in this quarter.
And San Diego's going to have a chance here to do some damage as we do have another power jam for San Diego.
Looks like Witchy picked up a cut during that last jam and also a blocker from San Diego.
It'll be riled up for San Diego here. That Arizona defense has found their feet once again.
Again, Arizona doing a great job of recycling right in front of that jammer. Just when you think that there is no wall, all of a sudden all the gold appears and there's another wall. Riled up, struggling to get past Arizona's defense. LNILH delivering a hit to Riled up to that infield.
Riled up trying to go by on the outside, but once again falls right into that trap of that golden wall up in front, but they get pushed far enough away from the pack and they are called off. So Riled Up has shaken loose and is now going to try to get around here and get some points before the clock expires.
Let's see how many points she was able to pick up during that last jam. Riled Up picking up 2 points for San Diego, bringing their score to 65. Arizona Hotshots with 85 points and a minute left of the second quarter of the game.
We've got Juicy Kill Tour on the jammer line for Arizona, and for San Diego.
Looks like we got a blocker each sitting in the box. One from Arizona, one from San Diego, picking up 2 penalties during that jam each.
San Diego's going to have Janet Jackson up out there jamming for him right now. Juicy Kill Tour is pinned in behind 2 San Diego blockers at the very back of the pack, trying to just trying to bully her way through there. Meanwhile,
both jammers still in the pack.
Janet Jackson up to the high side now and is getting ground into that rail by the Arizona defenders.
Juicy Kill Tour able to stay on her feet through that pack despite someone almost giving her a low block. But it looks like that other jammer is also out of that pack, holding that star in her hand. Juicy Kill Tour signaling to her teammates to go, and she calls the jam.
Some very hard-fought action there. We will wait and see what the tally is. Meanwhile, it's going to be Pretty Hurt Machine for Arizona, and that is going to be Tiger Lily for San Diego.
As a reminder, if you are participating in our halftime show, please make sure that you make your way to the steps that are located over by the restroom and the merch booth. That is where you will enter to go into the infield for our halftime show.
And this will be the last jam of the first half, so 2 points for Arizona there. Once again, that's going to be Pretty Hurt Machine for Arizona and Tiger Lily for San Diego. Tiger Lily quickly to the front of the pack, and Tiger Lily's out as the lead jammer for San Diego.
Pretty Hurt Machine still in that pack, but she breaks out in turn 2. Tiger Lily coming up for her first scoring pass.
And that's going to do it. Tiger Lily ran into the defense there, routed off in the infield. That bled some time off the clock, and Tiger Lily calls the jam.
We've got Freya Hugs calling halftime. Please stay tuned for our halftime show. It looks to be a good one. Before we go into that, I would like to give a special shout out tonight for our very own photographer, Derby Broop's dad. It's his birthday, I hear. Jim Lau, happy birthday. He's sitting over here by our Lost Dutchman tattoo. Happy birthday, Jim Lau.
So we will step aside, and halftime is going to be 15 minutes long.
Who knows how to change that? That's supposed to be 15 minutes, not 30.
He's got it. So 15 minutes, we'll get that adjusted here on the scoreboard right now. And our score right now, Arizona 87, San Diego 67. Once again, if you are participating in the halftime show, please make your way to the stairs there as soon as the skaters are cleared out. Y'all gonna need to get on the infield and give us some entertainment. 5 minutes until the start of the third quarter. 5 minutes. All right, Derby fans, let's get ready to get this thing back underway. We are ready for the start of the third quarter here. And a quick score check for you one more time. Arizona 87, San Diego 67. It has been a tale of two quarters so far. If you're just now getting to the Hall of Dames, San Diego was up big after the first quarter. Then Arizona really came to life there in the second quarter. So we'll get back to the action here. It's going to be riled up for San Diego going up against Princess Leia for Arizona. And there we are. We are underway. Both jammers still hemmed in the pack there and managing to make way to the front of the pack. And escaping as lead jammer is going to be Princess Leia for Arizona. Riled Up is still pinned in there in the back of the pack, trying to find a way past that Arizona defense. Meanwhile, Princess Leia runs into the San Diego defenders at the back of the pack, trying to find her way through. Fighting her way up to the outside, and as her defenders cleared that San Diego jammer down to the infield, Princess Leia right on through on a scoring pass. And now Riled Out is out as well for San Diego. Princess Leia now up into the pack, trying to get some more points. And she calls it off before Riled Up can catch the pack, and we'll wait for the official scoring.
Looks like we've got BB Haight taking the jammer line for San Diego up against Pikachu for Arizona. With a full pack in the box, 4-on-4.
7 points for Arizona there, tying up the last jam, and this is, there we are getting underway.
Pikachu almost getting out there on that high side, taking a hit from Electric Piranha. BB Haight still trying to break out of that pack there in the front. Arizona defense recycling right in front to catch her. Pikachu still not out of that pack for Arizona. Pikachu out of that pack, coming around for more. BB Haight holding that star in her hand, but her pivot's way up in the front. Pikachu able to get past BB Haight there on the backside up against San Diego's defense. Pikachu breaking out of that pack there in turn 2 and calling the jam. Looks like we've got a San Diego blocker. Hedy Lascar is going to be sitting in the penalty box for this next jam for a directional block. San Diego will be down one blocker.
San Diego sends Stiletto to the jammer line, going up against Pretty Hurt Machine for Arizona.
Waiting on that whistle for the jam. Pretty Hurt Machine trying to get past that last San Diego blocker, Tyranny. Still fighting to get through. Pretty Hurt Machine out on the high there in turn 2. BB Haight breaking out on that low as well from Arizona's defense here in the straightaway. Pretty Hurt Machine coming up for her first scoring pass. And that's the jam.
Stiletto down to the inside there, jumped over the opening part of the turn, but it was after the whistle. So now setting up, we've got Dolly Spartan for San Diego, and that is going to be Ellie Mayhem for Arizona.
4-on-4 blockers in the box, full pack. Both jammers waiting for an opportunity to strike and get through. Nice slow pack. Ellie Mayhem trying to break out on that low, Lightning the Queen, not letting her through. Dolly also trying to get through, but also helping those blockers in the back play some defense before attempting her shot at getting out of the pack, breaking out of the pack in turn 2. Ellie Mayhem still behind San Diego's defense. Dolly Spartan coming around for some points. Smalls and Juicy doing a good job of holding Dolly Spartan back on that high. Nice and slow. Ellie Mayhem breaking out of that pack. Dolly Spartan getting out of the pack and calling the jam.
So 5 points there for San Diego. Pushes them up to 72. It's 107-72 here, just under 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is going to be Riled Up, jamming for San Diego.
Up against Princess Leia for Arizona. Princess Leia almost out of the pack on the front side. Both jammers are out of the pack with Riled Up as your lead jammer.
Riled Up's going to try to get back to the pack before Princess Slay here and see if she can get a point or two before calling the jam off. But Riled Up to the outside, and Riled Up gives up lead jammer status to Princess Slaya, who took a tumble on her way through the pack. And Princess Slaya, now your lead jammer for Arizona. Riled Up deposited onto the infield. That Arizona defense playing strong. Princess Slaya now coming through on a scoring pass. Runs into a solid block of turquoise jerseys there in the back end of things.
Tyranny doing a good job of playing some defense in that back wall. Princess Leia having one last blocker to get through, but that blocker takes her to the infield. She gets up and calls the jam. BB Haight taking that jammer line for San Diego. Up against Juicy Kiltour for Arizona.
So both teams with points there. 7 points for Arizona, 4 for San Diego. And it is a full pack, nobody in the penalty box. Both jammers fighting hard, trying to find their way through here. It's been a bit of a defensive struggle all night long.
Juicy trying to break out of that pack. BB Haight coming up against Ellie Mayhem, taking a hit to the infield. Ellie Mayhem remaining on the track. And then coming back down, Juicy trying to get out of that pack. Both jammers still in the pack.
Tightly bunched pack now. Skaters recycling to the front as we head into the back straightaway one more time. Nobody out yet.
Pikachu doing a good job of holding BB Haight back by herself up here in the front. And that's the time.
So that does it. Nobody out of the pack there. No points for either side. So we will reconvene for the next jam, and it's going to be Stiletto for San Diego.
Up against Pretty Please for Arizona. Both jammers approaching the pack fairly slowly, waiting for their opportunity. Both jammers still in that pack. Arizona defensive wall in the back, doing a great job of keeping both the jammer and an offensive player behind them. Pretty Please trying to fight her way through on the front side. San Diego jammer getting taken down. Here and out of play, they have to let her go. Pretty still stuck behind that defensive wall of San Diego. As the San Diego jammer comes up for her first scoring pass. And another out of play. She comes around for some more. Looks like we've got a San Diego blocker. Eleanor picking up a skating out of bounds during that last jam. They're going to be down one blocker. Arizona 4 blockers in the box. San Diego 3. 4-on-3. Arizona the advantage.
San Diego picks up 6 points there in that jam, so trying to cut into that Arizona lead here as we're a little bit better than halfway through the third quarter. It is going to be... It's going to be jammer defense there. Dolly Spartan down and delivering a shoulder to Pikachu, knocking her down into the infield. Right off the opening whistle there as we move through the first turn and back into the back straight. More strong defense from both teams here.
Abby Arsenic playing some great positional blocking on Dolly Spartan, trying to keep her in that pack.
It's been pretty evenly matched throughout. Dolly Spartan able to exit the pack, and she's her lead jammer for the San Diego Wildfires. Pikachu still trying to fight her way through that defense there along the front straightaway.
They're going to have to let her go. Pikachu's out. And calls that jam. That was a tough one.
So 3 points for San Diego there.
No points for Arizona.
114-85 with just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's riled up for San Diego.
Looks like Abby Arsenic picked up a low block during that last jam. Arizona's going to be down one blocker.
Princess Leia is jamming for Arizona. Try to find her way through on the inside, but not able to, and riled up. Not riled up. We do have a star pass, and jamming for San Diego is now going to be number 70. That is Tyranny. Tyranny, of course, better known here in Arizona as Lilu Dallas Multibash, and she's trying to find her way through the pack there on a scoring pass. She got some points, and she called off the jam.
Looks like Princess Leia was given a cut during that jam, so it's going to be a power jam for San Diego.
And doing the honors is going to be Stiletto for San Diego. So yes, indeed, it's a power jam for San Diego. Both teams picked up points there. 3 points for San Diego, and Arizona able to grab 2 points on the back end before Tyranny called off that jam. So here we go now. San Diego down 28 points, and they've got a power jam here to try to cut into that lead. That Arizona defense is all over the track right now, trying to just be in the way and be obtrusive as possible. Those front-end defenders, though, get pushed far enough away out of the pack, and they're called out of play. So 40 seconds to go here in the power jam. Stiletto out and clear for San Diego.
That jammer trying to break out of that pack. Arizona's defense recycling right in front of her. Nice and slow. Ellie Mayhem and Al doing a great two-blocker defensive set here in the front. Lightning the Queen trying to play some offense for their jammer, and it works. She's out.
And that is going to do it for the power jam. So it looked like just one scoring pass there for San Diego. Double-digit jams have been hard to come by this evening. San Diego had a 10-point and a 9-point jams to open things up, and then I think there's only been like 2 double-digit jams since then. So
you're not wrong.
Great defensive play here this evening. Stepping to the jammer line for Arizona is going to be War Girl, and that is BB Hate for San Diego.
4-on-2 in the blocker box. Arizona the advantage. War Girl coming up against that last San Diego blocker, unable to get past her. Almost, she's out.
War Girl able to fight her way through to the delight of the hometown crowd here. War Girl's your lead jammer for Arizona. Now War Girl up into the pack here and thought she had a clean line to go past there on the outside rail, but shut down.
Looks like there was a star pass from San Diego. The pivot note will now be acting as your jammer, Tiger Lily. War Girl breaking out of that pack and coming around for more.
And it looks like they went ahead and let the jammer go for San Diego so they could focus on blocking here. War Girl trying to pick up some points.
Time is up.
And it looks like that we did pick up a directional block there on the jammer, BB Hate for San Diego, so that leads us to, you know what it is, fans. It's a power jam for Arizona. No, it's not. Just kidding.
She must have picked up that penalty when she switched to being a blocker.
Right. Indeed, yeah. That
after the star pass.
Took them a second, too. But, yeah, indeed, on the jammer line is going to be Dolly Spartan for San Diego. We'll save that excited power jam thing for another jam. How's that sound? But before we get to that, I see a referee on the track, and you know what that means. Finds her whistle and calls an official timeout.
Official timeout.
So it looks like they're going to talk that one over, too. We'll make sure that we got everything cleared there, whether that penalty on BB Hate was before or after she was an active jammer. So we will let you know about some of our sponsors. Devastation is your go-to shop for everything on wheels, from the raddest of rad roller skates to the bomb.com light-up wheels spinning on slicker than slick ball bearings. Let Devastation help you find the perfect ride and gear to keep you protected while cruising. Offering nearly everything skate-related, from nuts and stops to tools and bags on flashy wheels. Come check them out, the skate ninjas that sling them unicorn boots. Devastation.com, or stop by the warehouse at 2010 East University in Tempe.
Looks like that penalty was called when she was a blocker, so it will not be a penalty jam, or sorry, a power jam. Dolly Spartan taking the jammer line for San Diego. Up against Princess Leia for Arizona.
Dolly Spartan again throwing a massive block there, trying to play some jammer defense. Princess Leia knocked into the infield momentarily. Tried to cling to the inside there and ended up on the infield and had to reestablish, and Dolly Spartan able to become lead jammer for San Diego.
Riled up, delivering a good hit to Princess Leia, knocking her off of her skates as Dolly Spartan approaches the pack for her first scoring pass. Witchy Woman trying to be that last line of D, but she is out of play. Princess Leia still in the pack. Dolly Spartan coming around for another scoring pass. She's able to get out there through the center of the pack, coming around for more. Princess Leia still not out of that pack. Dolly Spartan calling that jam.
That's going to be big points for San Diego. We'll wait for the official score, but indeed 15 points for San Diego there.
Looks like Ellen Ialicha picked up a directional block during that last jam. She'll be sitting in the penalty box. Arizona down a blocker, but Freya Hugs is coming up to call an OTO, official timeout.
An official timeout here, so the clock stops with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. So what follows this will more than likely be the last jam of the third quarter.
If you have not bought 50-50 raffle tickets, you should. Our 50-50 raffle is almost at $200. You could take half of that home tonight in cash money.
If you're interested in being a part of the roller derby community here in Phoenix, but hitting people just isn't your thing, our regulators are always looking for dedicated and eager minds to learn our rule set and help keep our ladies on the track safe. Our regulator team accepts all gender types. There are various levels of officiating that go on during roller derby bouts, both skating and non-skating roles. Come be a part of the action and help our league grow. Ask any skater or ref how to get involved. That's the regulators.
Looks like Ellen Ialicha picked up a blocking out of bounds during that last jam, not a directional, so she will be sitting in the penalty box.
So it's Stiletto and Ellie Mayhem now, and Ellie Mayhem for Arizona right through the gut of that pack, and she's your lead jammer for Arizona, making her way quickly around the track. Stiletto out as well, about, I'd say 2/5 of the track behind her. Stiletto now trying to catch up and make some ground up here. Ellie Mayhem up into the pack, got what she could, tried to get her hips in front of a few skaters and called it off.
Looks like Ellie still picked up 3 points during that last jam and then called it off. This will be the last jam of the third quarter.
And it's going to be BB Hate for San Diego.
Up against Pretty Hurt Machine for Arizona.
BB Hate down to the infield, has to get up and reestablish behind the pack. Meanwhile, to the outside, it's Pretty Hurt Machine. Fake like she was going to go to the outside, then duck to the inside there. And she's clear, and your lead jammer for Arizona.
Pretty Hurt Machine coming up to collect some points. See that San Diego jammer take off that star. Pretty Hurt Machine getting through that pack, coming around for more. She still has plenty of time on the clock. That San Diego jammer still in the pack, just holding the helmet panty in her hand up against that Arizona defense. Pretty Hurt Machine breaking through that pack again. She still has 10 seconds left on that clock.
Trying to catch up now, just a few seconds left in this jam. Your San Diego jammer exits the pack, but that's going to do it. Pretty Hurt Machine able to fly down the track and pick up a few more points before the whistle.
Which brings us to our quarter break.
That does take us to our quarter break. And the Arizona score there.
142, your Arizona Hotshots, to 108, your San Diego Derby Dolls.
Oh, slight adjustment. It's going to be 140 to 108. And there we go.
There it is.
140 to 108 as we step into the quarter break here. So we'll step aside for 5 brief minutes, catch our breath a little bit, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter. We'd also like to let you know, if you're a young lady between the ages of 10 and 17 who loves to skate, or do you know somebody who meets those simple criteria, Minor Assaults are a nonprofit 501c3, and they're always looking for new skaters to join their team. Our coaches not only teach technique and knowledge of the sport, but they also help build leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills that will help in life situations far beyond roller derby. Minor skating skills, dedication to learn, and a positive mental attitude are all that we require. Come see what all the fun is about. Ask any Arizona Derby dame how to get involved, or visit our website at azddinspire.org for information on donating or sponsoring the Minor Assaults. And fans, we'd also like to let you know that the cash pool for the 50-50 raffle is currently up to $245. That's right. So if you are the lucky winner, you're going to win just a little more than $120 as it stands right now. Don't forget that at the 50-50 cash pool, half of that goes to the winner and half of that goes to benefit the Minor Assaults. So make sure you grab some of those white raffle tickets from the skaters walking around selling them throughout the fourth quarter. We've already added $30 to that raffle ticket pool since the last time we spoke. It's up to $275 now, so you want to make sure you get in on that this evening. Merchandise toss. Fans, a couple of our Minor Assaults making their way around the track. Make some noise. Get your hands up there and let them know if you'd like to get yourself some Arizona Derby Dame swag. Along the back straightaway there, and a toss and a lucky winner along the back straightaway as well. And so we will get back to the action. It looks like we are going to kick things off here in the fourth quarter with a power jam for Arizona.
Pikachu taking on that jammer roll for this power jam. 4-on-3 advantage to San Diego. Coming up on some really strong San Diego defense. Pikachu struggling to break through those first few blockers. Pikachu still not past those back two blockers, riled up, and Electric Piranha doing a great job of holding her back.
"25 seconds to go here in this power jam, and those blockers are still doing great work there on the back end of the pack. As we mentioned earlier, coming out of halftime, those last two jams of the third quarter notwithstanding, it's been a defensive struggle this evening for the most part. And that is going to do it.
Wow.
Wonderful defense again by the San Diego Wildfires and keeping that power jam to 0 points. No damage done.
Looks like Riled Up did pick up a multiplayer block during that last jam. She'll be sitting in the penalty box. We've got Pretty Please taking that jammer line for Arizona up against Tiger Lily from San Diego. Tiger Lily coming up on a strong Arizona defensive wall, not letting her through. Pretty Please almost out of the pack, breaking out. A little bit after turn one, coming around for her first scoring pass. Tiger Lily still behind that Arizona defense.
Tiger Lily trying to outrace that Arizona defender to the wall. Tried to block her onto the infield, but ended up in the infield herself, so Tiger Lily shook clear. Pretty Please is through on a scoring pass. Gauges and sees if she can make up any ground, but Tiger Lily fleet of foot. Pretty Please calls off that jam. It looks like we've got Dolly Spartan getting ready to jam for San Diego.
And Ellie Mayhem for Arizona. Al Annihilate collecting a penalty in the last jam for blocking out of play. She'll be sitting in the penalty box. 3-on-4 with San Diego the advantage. Ellie Mayhem and Dolly Spartan both going nice and slow, waiting for their opportunity to break through that pack.
Ellie Mayhem playing a little bit of friendly jammer defense with Dolly Spartan. Now we get the action picked up here, and now everybody's trying to get through. Dolly Spartan tries to go to the outside. Ellie Mayhem right up the middle, found an opening, and she took it. Dolly Spartan out as well, right behind her. So it'll be a race back to the pack here. Both jammers got unclogged, and they're making their way through. And Ellie Mayhem up to the outside of the track on the high side, had an opening there from her blockers. And we'll wait and see, and she was able to get through. She picked up her points and called it off.
We're going to get an OTO.
And there we are. The injured San Diego skater helped to her feet by the medical crew, so making her way back to the bench under her own power. And an odd, peaceful second here as we switch songs. There we go. We'll wait for the official signal from the regulators and get back to the action here with the injured skater back on her bench.
We've got a little bit less than 12 minutes left on the clock for this game. San Diego versus Arizona. Riled Up taking that jammer line for San Diego.
Up against Princess Leia for Arizona. And we're underway.
Princess Leia coming in hot there in the back of that pack, trying to break out of that pack, past San Diego and runs out of it there in turn 1. Great job staying on her skates.
Princess
Riled
Leia.
up.
Princess Leia coming on around for a scoring pass, riled up, just exiting as well. And now Princess Leia up into the defense at the back of the pack, just trying to just barges away right through the middle there. Dumped a skater aside and made her way through on a scoring pass.
Just got word that our 50-50 is almost $300. Make sure you keep buying those 50-50 raffle tickets. We will be calling that 50-50 raffle at the end of the bout.
Setting up the jam for San Diego is going to be Tiger Lily, and that's Juicy Kiltour for Arizona.
Annihilate picking up a cut during that last jam. They'll be down a blocker. Both jammers trying to break out of that pack. Tiger Lily going high. LA Mayhem meets her with Abby right in front. Both of them doing a great job of playing a two-person defensive wall while Juicy breaks out right on that coping.
Tiger Lily able to shake loose as well, was blocked out of bounds, but the blocker fell off the track as well, so Tiger Lily gets to go through with no penalty.
Juicy calls that jam before the other jammer approaches to score any points. We've got Stiletto taking the jammer line for San Diego.
And Juicy Kiltour picked up a penalty there as well. Juicy Kiltour taking a seat in the penalty box. It's going to be a power jam for San Diego. A power jam for San Diego.
3 people are excited.
Exactly 3 people excited for that. Stiletto doing the honors for San Diego now, trying to fight away by on the outside there. Got some help from her blockers.
Princess Leia doing a great job of driving her from the high all the way to the low. Arizona doing a great job of recycling in front of that jammer. But she breaks out on the straightaway. San Diego keeping their goat in the back. Annihilator trying to break through, and she's out.
And Stiletto
Whoa.
was deposited onto the infield. A big collision there, and I briefly saw an Arizona skater upside down. Like a NASCAR crash, my goodness. Meanwhile, Stiletto is through the pack on a scoring pass, and will be trying to come around one more time here. Got 8 seconds left in this jam. And not quite going to make it back to the pack. The clock expires as she was making her way around. We'll wait for the official score there. 5 points for San Diego in that power jam.
Looks like they give Princess Leia a low block for that pile-up. We've got Dolly Spartan taking the jammer line for San Diego up against Ellie Mayhem for Arizona. Both jammers trying to play some defense on each other here from the line. Ellie Mayhem able to get out on that low pass, Lightning the Queen, coming around for her first scoring pass.
Dolly Spartan now doing battle at the front end of the pack, trying to shake her way loose. And Dolly Spartan's out for San Diego.
Ellie Mayhem trying to pick up some points and calls it.
So we cycle through the next jam. We are halfway through the fourth quarter. It's going to be riled up for San Diego. But before we even get to that.
Ooh. Looks like Ellie Mayhem picked up an illegal procedure in her arms during that last jam as the jammer. Arizona calling a timeout.
So it's going to be a team timeout. We will wait and see what progresses there. If that penalty does stand as called, it'll be a power jam for San Diego coming out of the timeout. All right. So during this timeout, we'll let you know, you've heard us announcing some of these league sponsors tonight. Are you interested in being a season sponsor for the Arizona Derby Dames? We have different sponsor packages available to suit your needs with many benefits to choose from. You can find any Arizona Derby Dame today, and they'll point you in the right direction for sponsorship questions and information on how to become a league sponsor of the Arizona Derby Dames.
Riled Up taking that jammer line for San Diego's Power Jam. Riled Up trying to get past those Arizona defensive blockers in the front. San Diego trying to keep a goat in the back to slow the pack down. Arizona also keeping it nice and slow in the front. Here comes Lightning the Queen to try and play some offense for Riled Up, and Riled Up is out on the straightaway. She's got time to come around to pick up some points for her team. Princess Leia trying to push her way through.
Riled Up's got Tyranny now there on the front of the pack wearing that pivot stripe, trying to shake her loose, and Riled Up able to get through the pack. There is not going to be enough time left on the clock for her to get around, though, and the clock expires. And we have another official timeout, so we're going to discuss some of the goings on there in that last jam. We would like to let you know about Lost Dutchman Tattoo. It's a tattoo shop specializing in various styles from realism to traditional, and you can customize your own tattoo. Walk-ins are accepted. They're located at 4121 North 19th Avenue. It's the east side of 19th Avenue, just north of Indian School Road. Lost Dutchman Tattoo.
Devastation is your go-to shop for everything on wheels. From the raddest of rad roller skates to the bomb.com light-up wheels, spinning on slicker than slick bomb bearings. Let Devastation help you find the perfect riding gear to help you keep protected while cruising. Offering nearly everything skate-related, from nuts and stops to tools and bags on flashy wheels. Come check out the skate ninjas that sling them unicorn boots. Visit devastation.com or stop by their warehouse on 2010 East University Drive in Tempe.
Your 50-50 cash raffle, the total pool is up to $325. That is $162.50 to the winner. One more time, that pool is up to $325, so make sure you get in on that 50-50 raffle here before the end of the bout. Speaking of the end of the bout, we'd like to let you know one of our league sponsors and the official after-party location. It's Third Space. Cafe, bar, coffee, shops, music, ice cream. They're located at 1028 Grand Avenue for your nav. And if you're just driving by your eyes, that's going to be the corner of 11th Avenue and Grand. Just around the corner from here. While you're at the after party, be sure to check out Novel Ice Cream and their new flavor, Brutal Berry. Developed and named for our very own Brutal Beauties here at the Arizona Derby Dames. Especially delicious when served on a warm donut sandwich. My wife is a warm donut sandwich.
All right, looks like we've got Pikachu taking the jammer lane for Arizona.
That's going to be Tiger Lily for San Diego. There are two San Diego blockers in the penalty box, so it's a 4-2 pack advantage for Arizona here. We'll see what they're able to do with that advantage. Up by 40 right now with just more than 6 minutes to go. And skating short-handed, Tiger Lily able to stay on the track.
She gets right back up.
Goldie blocks through a heck of a block there, but Tiger Lily able to skate her way on through and get clear.
Oh, that San Diego jammer hopping right on over Abby Arsenic on that inside and calls the jam.
And I got to give credit where credit's due. That block was thrown by Ellie Mayhem, actually. I thought that was Goldie blocks, but Ellie Mayhem with a heck of a block. And we've got another OTO, so we'll step aside again for another brief break here, and the officials are going to go through and square some stuff away.
We'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Plagued Fitness, providing those infected by fitness, roller derby, and healthy living with clothing for that contagious lifestyle. Visit their website at plaguedfitness.com.
And don't forget about Siphon Draw Apothecary Shop. They're an all-natural, non-toxic, handcrafted skincare product maker made by our very own Dolly de los Muertos, a member of our Regulators crew. Visit them at the Goldfield Ghost Town on historic Highway 88.
Looks like we've got Stiletto taking the jammer line for San Diego up against War Girl for Arizona. 4-on-4 in the blocker box. Stiletto trying to swoop out on that low. War Girl trying to break through the center of the pack. She is out of that pack. Pretty Hurt Machine.
And we've got a stoppage in play there. Had a skater down there on the track surface, so play was stopped for safety. So that brings it into the jam, unfortunately. Skater being helped back to the bench under her own power, but absolutely a good call by the referees there.
Looks like even though the jam was called, Al Annihilate was given a penalty in that last jam. We do have some exciting news to share. Our very own Doomsday Valkyries are putting on a fundraiser this month. On October 27th, the Bar Crawl to Valhalla event will take place at 4 local bars downtown. Raffle prizes, scavenger hunt, drink specials, and a costume contest, all with your favorite post-apocalyptic derby girls. The Doomsday Valkyries host the Bar Crawl to Valhalla. Tickets are on sale now on brownpapertickets.com. Check out the Facebook event, Bar Crawl to Valhalla, for more information. I'll be there. I hope you are too. 50-50 is up to $340. Half of that could be yours if only you bought a 50-50 raffle ticket.
So we've got Dolly Spartan jamming for San Diego and Goldie Blocks for Arizona. Both jammers trying to go through the pack, as jammers tend to want to do in roller derby. Pack makes their way down into the first turn, and Dolly Spartan able to shake loose of those blockers, got pushed just far enough to be out of play, and Dolly Spartan is your lead jammer for San Diego.
Goldie Block still not out of that pack as Dolly Spartan approaches for her first scoring pass. Dolly coming up on a wall of gold. Goldie breaking out of that pack here on the high side. Dolly breaks out of the pack and calls the jam. However, Dolly did get a penalty in that last jam for back block. She'll be sitting as a jammer in the penalty box, which gives Arizona a power jam.
There you are.
I thought I was by myself in this warehouse.
Princess Leia on the jammer line for Arizona.
Arizona delivering some great offense, trying to get Princess Leia out of that pack.
Both teams' power jam defense has been extremely good tonight. There Princess Leia goes, able to shake loose with 45 seconds to go. Our two highest scoring jams tonight have been non-power jams, so go figure that.
Pretty Hurt Machine trying to deliver a hit to Lightning the Queen.
Able to get on through there on a scoring pass. Now coming around for her second is Princess Leia with 17 seconds to go in the jam.
Princess Leia almost out of that pack, trying to break through those last few blockers. And that's the jam.
So there we are. After a brief discussion with regulators, it's a 9-point jam for Arizona there. Put some points on the board with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go until the end of regulation. Jamming for Arizona is Ellie Mayhem, and jamming for San Diego is Tiger Lily. Both jammers onto the infield. That defense there, everybody just kind of pushing down towards the infield. Now
LA Mayhem breaking out of the pack. Tiger Lily also breaking out of that pack.
And LA Mayhem is your lead jammer. And she'll go ahead and call off that jam as they make their way on around and approach the pack one more time.
We've got Stiletto taking the jammer line for San Diego up against Witchy Woman for Arizona. It's the whistle for the jam. Witchy Woman taking Tiger Lily down to the infield. Stiletto, sorry. Oh.
Big collision there at the top of the back straightaway there. Stiletto knocked off her skates there. Big block by the Arizona blocker. Witchy Woman is your lead jammer.
Witchy Woman passing those hips and calling that jam.
Trying to tiptoe her way along the coping using her toe blocks.
Looks like Witchy picked up a cut during that last jam. And we also have, a double jammer down. Electroprana picking up a directional block in that last jam. Double jammer down. That means Arizona also gets to field a jammer during this jam. Looks like Pretty Her Machine is going to be taking that jammer line for Arizona.
And there we are. Looks like we had everything all set. Well, there we are. Okay.
Oh, no, maybe not.
Not a double jammer down situation.
No double jammer down. Okay,
No.
I read it wrong.
Yeah. I was going to say Hoover was signaling. Yeah. So it is a power jam for San Diego here.
Got it all cleared up. Thankfully, we've got time at the beginning of the jam to do that.
Dolly Spartan out of the pack and clear. We've got at least one more jam to go, so this will not be the last jam of the day. But Dolly Spartan out of the pack now and coming around on a scoring pass rather quickly.
LA Mayhem not letting Dolly Spartan past her. Goldie Block's trying to take her down as well, but she is out and coming around for more.
Even pack with both teams having a blocker in the penalty box here.
Dolly Spartan coming around on that high, and she's out. She still has 20 seconds left on that clock. Dolly Spartan getting out on that low, untouched.
Dolly Spartan making her way around again. She wants more. Abby Arsenik gives it up there and knocks her up towards the rail. And was able to knock her off speed just long enough to keep that from being a complete 5-point scoring pass. We'll wait for the score here and see what's up.
Looks like Goldie picked up a couple of penalties in that last jam, in arms and an illegal block. She'll be sitting in the penalty box for this next jam. Arizona fielding 3 blockers. San Diego 4. 4 on 3, San Diego the advantage.
So this will be the last jam in regulation here. San Diego picks up 19 points on that jam, so it's 169-144. Stranger things have happened in roller derby, fans. So our last regulation jam here, we'll have to see if there's any penalty jams afterwards.
If the skaters skate clean, there shouldn't be. Looks like we've got that San Diego jammer out of that pack with Pretty Her Machine half a track behind her. Stiletto trying to get up to that pack quickly, collecting her points, if she got any, and calling that jam.
So we'll check the penalty situation here. If there are penalties on the team that's ahead and no penalties on the team that's behind, then we will have overtime jams, a penalty jam. But if penalties on both teams mean the game is over, we will wait and see.
Looks like the jammer picked up a penalty from San Diego in that last jam. And then also, but the head ref calls it, and it goes to Arizona. Your Arizona Hotshots winning tonight's game with a score of 169 to 147 against your San Diego Derby Dolls.
Come on down trackside and slap hands with your favorite skaters here. Hometown crowd boosting this team through this evening in the squad's first full interleague game of this season.
Tonight, after this, come and join us at our after party at Third Space.
Stick around for the 50-50 cash raffle, fans. We'll be getting to that shortly. We also wanted to let you know the next 2 Saturdays we are open for business here at the Hall of Dames. Next Saturday, October 13th, is these very same Hotshots versus the LA Derby Dolls Riots. And go ahead and let's hear it for San Diego making the trip over here this evening. Hard fought, jumped out to a big early lead, got down, and still battled back towards the end. Anyhow, next Saturday, October 13th, Hotshots versus the LA Riots.